All right, gentlemen. All right, kings. Welcome back. So, on today's episode, we're going to take a look at a clip from the good people over at Modern Women Archives of a lady supposedly, allegedly, according to her, she was getting harassed by some guy, supposedly drunk or something like that. So, but at the same time, is then shocked that no stranger, no strange men that she does not know didn't come to her aid, to her rescue. I'm sorry. I thought you didn't need us. So let's take a look what she has to say.
I just had such a scary incident happen to me on one of the trams in Melbourne, and I'm still so shaken up right now. But basically, I was on the tram, and this man got on, and he was sitting probably about 3 meters away from me. And I was very wary about him, but I also don't want to judge a book by its cover, and I try not to discriminate. So I just sat where I was, and I was keeping my eye on him. But you could just tell he was so high on something. He was just speaking to himself. And then he pulled out a full bottle of red wine and started sipping that from the bottle and then spitting it out on the floor and making all these noises. I was keeping my eye on the situation. I also looked around and I could see there was another woman sitting behind me and she was also feeling very uncomfortable. But then he made his way towards me and he tried to grab my phone, but I was holding on to it. So I just looked at him and I didn't say anything because I was quite scared. And then he sat down in front of me. So this is when I felt very uncomfortable and I got up and I tried to move, but he put his leg out to block me. But I stepped over him and walked all the way to the back of the tram. And two other ladies that were around me also followed me towards the back of the tram. But then he started following us, and this is when I started recording because I was like, you just never know what could happen, so just in case. And there were other people on the tram as well, which made it worse. There were all these men sitting there that did nothing, which
See, now here's where the rubber meets the road. If you ladies are going to go around and say you're just as strong, just as powerful, just as intelligent, just as capable of doing anything a man can do, hey, that's fine. But don't just say it, display it. You wanted to be equal to us, right? Because let's flip the roles. Let's flip the roles. Let's say the guy was harassing another guy who's riding the tram. Would we expect, would the guys be going like, oh, we're all the real women. Why wouldn't the females woman up and come and save me? No, no. Guys would not expect women to protect a man. Women would not expect women to protect a man, but because of old chivalry, we're supposed to, you know, sorry if you heard those sirens, but because of old school chivalry for a modern age, now you expect us to protect you? Why? I mean, if I am not entitled to your body for the bedroom action, you are not entitled to my body for protection, right? I mean, my body, my choice, right? So it's just funny how they say they don't need a man and smash the patriarchy and toxic masculinity and blah, 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 blah. But as soon as danger happens, all of a sudden it's like, well, I'm an innocent widow old lady. Where were all the big, strong men to come and save me?
is so frustrating as well. Especially seeing a young woman like me and another young woman who feels so uncomfortable and we've got nowhere to go. Unfortunately, the tram doors weren't opening because it wasn't at a stop. I was just waiting for the next stop so I could just get out and leave the man. And then he went to the other lady and he started speaking very aggressively and he was swearing. And this is when I started shaking. And I was trying to hold this together. I didn't want to draw attention to myself. So then I tried to go down the pathway and he wouldn't let me, so I pushed past and I just went. But then he started following me again and I was like, I need to get away from him. Then I got off the tram. It was so disgusting. He spat on me and I felt so disgusted. And luckily the tram door was closed and he went off. Three other people who had also felt uncomfortable got off. The one guy gave me napkins to try and wipe down myself, and the other lady offered me wet wipes and they were just standing by me. But it was just such a horrible experience because you're so helpless and you have no idea what this person might do, and the people around you are scared or not helping at all. I don't understand why people don't try and help people if they can.
Well, because no one's entitled to anything. Now, listen, in a situation like that, I have no problem when women have, pepper spray or a taser. Use it. Now, if she's in London, maybe they have some rules and regulations saying, oh, you're not allowed to have those items for self-defense or whatnot. So maybe that's the thing. But, ladies, if you feel uncomfortable, by all means, carry pepper spray in your purse. Carry a taser in your purse. I have no issue with that. If you're going to get harassed by some drunk guy, use it. You know, fend for yourself. But you cannot, in today's modern era, you cannot expect the charity of other guys willing to put their life online, their well-being online for you. I mean, what if that guy had a knife and as some guy comes and defend you, going, I will defend you, defend your honor, not my lady. And next, you know, he gets knifey, and he's like, oh, now I'm bleeding out. And she goes, well, sorry, you know, I'm not going to pay your medical bills. So I don't know. If that was me and I saw it, I'm not even gonna lie, I'd be playing Pokemon Go. Now, you're not my woman. You are not my wife. You are not my problem. And it's sad that the world has come to that, but at the same time, it is so entertaining that's come to that. Sometimes you just gotta, you know, crack your knuckles, put your feet up on your, you know, proverbial couch and just eat the popcorn and watch the decline of society. It's gonna suck, but at the same time, it's also gonna be a little entertaining. Anyways, guys, comment down section below. Let me know your thoughts, and as always, take care and take it easy.